All right, we're back. It's been a hot minute. India won the T20 World Cup. What's the T20? Oh, yeah. Um, Congratulations. No idea what that means. I don't understand cricket. Wait, I thought that America won the World Cup for cricket. Didn't America win something important about cricket that was like a big deal or something like that? I like legitimately don't know. America did something with cricket. Uh, After 11 years. Wait, they hadn't won in 11 years? I don't know. I just remember hearing something about America and cricket and their team doing well or something like that. But congratulations to India for winning the cup. How your project's going? It's definitely coming along. Look at this. Okay, if we do this, and then look at that. It's beautiful. Look at that. So good. USA got eliminated in Super 8. What's Super 8? I like legitimately don't know anything about this. You're gonna have to explain all of it to me because I don't know what's going on here. But check this shit out here, eh? Oh baby. This needs to come forward though. Oh nice. Congratulations to the American team. They did a thing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That kind of sucks. Oh, look at that. Why my roads look like human? I don't follow. Oh, do you mean like why do my roads look realistic? What? Mm, I guess I get it. Yeah, like the head would be here. These are the arms, the torso, and the legs. Because it's not done yet. Yeah, it's because it's not done. Um, okay, there we go. All right, so now we're going to do this. Ooh, excuse me. Wait, I need to. All right, let's add ourselves another one. What's the best way to learn blueprints? All right, if I tell you, you're not allowed to get mad at me. It's the only rule, okay? I'm going to tell you the honest truth, but you're not allowed to get mad at me for this. Okay. The honest truth, the best way to learn blueprints is to by building stuff. And when I say building stuff, I do not mean following tutorials. Right? Unless you're following tutorials the way that I follow tutorials, you're not following tutorials right. Right? Tutorials should be there to teach you a quick concept, right? All right, so let's take, for example, I'll show you how tutorials work, right? Okay, so let's say that you want to do something, right? You want to walk over something and it picks something up, right? So if I want to walk over something and pick something up or update a counter, right? I'd think of the most common way, that the most common thing that somebody would do with this, right? Like, okay, let's do this. I want to interact with an object, right? Now the object might be opening a door. It might also be picking something up. It might be pushing something away, right? Now, let's break that down into the smallest possible chunks that we can think of, right? So what are we doing? We need to know how to interact with an object inside of Unreal, right? In blueprints. And the other thing that we need to do is either like pick it up, push a door open, something, right? Now, a tutorial, the way you should watch a tutorial is, how do I do X, right? And X doesn't need to be, how do I open up a door specifically, right? Like I can find how to interact with something in Unreal Engine, right? There, here we go. So this could be the start, or this one theoretically could be the start. But if you're just opening up a door, this is a great starting area, right? And it doesn't have to be perfect. Now, if I was opening up a chest, right, I could still use this here as my starting point, because both require me to interact with something. The only difference is, instead of using a door, we're subbing in a chest. We might have to play an animation or something like that, right? And then so like, let's say that we want to exactly this. We want to open up this chest, right? Or this chest. When we press E, um, and we're close by, right? This is the start, right? Then we would go and say, how to play animation in Unreal Engine. How to play animation on event in Unreal Engine, right? So here, play an animation on button click. Oh, cool, right? So this gives us the next part. And then it would be, actually, yeah, I guess that would be it, right? And then we could, if we want to play a sound, right? How to play sound on animation in Unreal Engine. Right? We could do this. But specifically, the easiest thing that we could do is how to play footsteps in Unreal Engine. There we go. This one here. This shows us how to attach a sound to an animation. This one shows this one here shows us how to interact with, right? And then we also have come over here. We'd say here, and this one shows us how to play the animation. So we have interact with object, play animation, attach sound to animation. And now we have a chest opening and it creaks open, and we have the interaction area of effect kind of thing. When we're in a certain area, we can press, say, E, and it will open the chest, right? So we open it, this plays the animation, this plays the sound. No, I'm not saying that you don't know how to do it. I'm saying like these are the steps that you would go through to learn how to do X or Y in blueprints, right? So what it comes down to is like, yes, this is just a door tutorial, but this door tutorial shows you how to interact with all objects in Unreal, right? Within reason, right? So you can expand on this. This tutorial here shows you how to play an animation when something happens, right? So they're going to tie it probably to a timer because I think it had something to do, it said something to do with timers, right? Um, but it still shows you how you would play an animation in blueprints, right? And then this one here shows you how to add the sound cue to an animation, which you said you already know how to do, right? So you could skip this step. And as long as that's kind of how you're tackling looking into tutorials, you're going to be in a good spot. But if you tackle a tutorial, like I need a tutorial, and this is kind of like I'm kind of stuck in some cases with some of the more advanced stuff in Houdini because like there's a lot of concepts that I don't understand yet. So it's very difficult for me to figure out. And because it's because Houdini isn't the most important thing to me when it comes to like learning these things. And for the vast majority of it, there's a lot of tutorials for whatever I'm actually trying to do that I don't necessarily have to worry so much about like looking for the breadcrumbs. I can just look for the tutorial itself or find somebody who's willing to give out something that already does it or something like that, or just use Unreal. But a lot of the more visual stuff I struggle with. So yeah, the way I tackle Houdini is not the way that you should tackle blueprints. But yeah, that's how I would tackle it. Okay, we need I think a couple more roads here. So let's do that real quick here. You know how far back that is. I want this like all the way up here. Yeah, right there. Let's see what this looks like now. It's so bad. On an Xbox gamepad? Ooh. I think there's a lot of games that you can play on an Xbox gamepad. I'm playing an RPG right now that's fairly fun on an Xbox gamepad. This needs to come back a bit more. Let me look it up. Uh, that's this one here. It's 90% off right now. It seems to be not too bad. The primary reason why I'm playing this though is I started playing it is because the art style kind of lines up with what I'm trying to do. So that's about the biggest reason why I started playing it. Is it, I would not be able to answer that question. I've never actually played Genshin Impact, and I never will. So, uh, I can't answer that question for you. I think this this game could have been to some degrees an inspiration for Genshin Impact, or games like this at least. I'm into anime girls. Uh I like anime. It's not so much into anime girls, but I like anime. Yeah. Anime. I don't partake in the hentais. Do this. I think it's this one. Yeah. Yeah, I've got it on this side and this side. Two different monitors. This is actually a different computer. This is my primary computer. So this computer over here is streaming. And then this is the monitor that I'm working on that you guys can see. And that is the second monitor for this computer. I'm surrounded by PCs right now. Well, computers. Because I got my work laptop right there, which is a MacBook Pro. Got a Mac Mini right there. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is coming to Game Pass. I'm aware. One of my friends works on that game. We had a conversation over dinner. Dinner, was it dinner or lunch? I think it was dinner. Yeah, it was dinner. What's up, Fox? Have you ever worked with any company or still working? I do work with I still work at a company, yeah. But I do not work in games. I work in web. God damn it, I did it again. Which one are you? Yeah, I work on a medical services application. Give me one sec, Fox. I just need to. I just want to adjust this before I forget. I think in theory I could go work in games if I really wanted to. I there's nothing really necessarily stopping me. Pseudo kid. The only place it's not the same is Twitter. And technically Reddit, but I don't really use Reddit, so I try to keep it I try to keep everything samey. So it's easy to find. But yeah, my Twitch is pseudokid. Oh, this looks cool. Oh, I saw this. It's on itch. Oh, because Twitch. I have technically I can turn it off by running periodic ads. But I really don't want to try and do that. So I can't turn them off or else I would. I don't like ads. I always forget about it because I have Turbo. Yeah, I have Twitch Turbo because it allows me to, when I raid people, I don't have to wait for an ad. Is this like a straight up fighting game? Because this is fucking cool. Yeah, I'm affiliated on Twitch. I am not. Is it partnered or? I'm not monetized on YouTube. But I appreciate you watching on YouTube, to be completely honest. You watching on YouTube means a lot. Interesting. This is really funny. Oh, that was neat. I love that. Rocket League, but with humans. Rocket League's good times. Rocket League's really hard for me to play when I'm not playing with my cousin because the guys that I play with my cousin are so highly ranked that they have dragged me up into the top echelons of Rocket League, and I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I'm like plat 1 almost in Rocket League. But I'm definitely like a gold player at best. But I'm like plat 1 or something like that, or plat 2. Can't remember. I'm getting pretty. I'm pretty up there. I got hard carried. Hard carried. The T20 format? I'm not sure what that is. This is really hilarious. Okay. That is fucking amazing. Oh, they actually moved it over. Oh my god, yes. Wait. Oh, wait. Interesting. This here is actually on itch. I could have swore I saw that on itch. I thought that was a game. Like this was a self-entitled game. Oh, okay, never mind. It was still the Steam Workshop one. That would be hilarious if it was. I thought it was a platformer or a beat 'em up at first, and no, it's actually like Smash Bros. I love it. 10 out of 10. Oh, you don't have to do that. I appreciate it, but you don't have to. Yeah, you can just watch on YouTube. But I finally got the roads done. I'm so happy about the roads. I think it's hard to describe how happy I am that the roads are done. That's fair. Oh, this is a problem here. uh okay, so I guess what I could do, because this needs to be split here. You know what? I'll worry about that. No, I gotta worry about it now. Fuck. Where are we? Let's come down here. I'm gonna do points. Oh, that's why. Select 2. There we go. Now I got to go through all of these and make sure that they're all the right ones, because if I don't, they could be wrong. And if they're wrong, it's going to cause fuckiness. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, it solved the problem. Okay, so this one here. Get there. I need to back this up a bit. Yeah, like right there. Part of me considering commissioning a complete city skyline map for reference. I considered that as well. Yeah. It's not a terrible idea. Here's me always sleeping. Hey, you can't depending on, like hours and stuff like that, it's easy enough for it just not to work out, right? Shit happens. There's no reason to fret about it. There we go. Wow, That one moved really easy. Nice. What do you plan on streaming? That's weird. Oh, there's a new Minecraft update? Oh. Uh, what version is it? Oh yeah. Do 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 do. Let's see here. Breezy, bogged. I actually I actually had drinks with one of the guys that worked on the Bedrock edition of this. Seemed like a cool guy. Boats are now leashable. Interesting. Four new soundtracks. I think the next game that me and my buddies are going to be playing is Enshrouded. Like if you jump from very high places, you can kill anyone with one shot. Interesting. Yeah, I think this is the next game that me and my buddies are probably going to play. I have a feeling I might enjoy the building in this game. No. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever play that game. I don't really play horror games. I'm not sure why this is not showing up properly. Do. There's the fuse and then the polypath. Polypath. So this should work. Oh, wait. There we go. There we go. That's better. I was like, why is this being weird? It's not great. This needs to come down. There's no way that that's a 4-lane because it's cutting into there. But I'll worry about that later. I think the one that I need to do is this one. Yeah, this needs to come back maybe a little bit. There we go. I didn't mean to do that, but there, and then let's see if this works. Any game recommendations? That's tough. I don't play a whole ton of games, and when I do, I mostly just play games online with my friends. So it becomes quite difficult for me to make recommendations because yeah. Depends. What type of games do you like? What if the style of game I like is not to your liking? I need to move this back. These ones back here. Oh wait, these are here, right? Yeah, these are these ones. Um, I'm playing Spider-Man Remastered, but after some time, fights feel repetitive. Okay, let's be honest. That game is procedurally generated. The entirety of it is, dude, they made a Houdini system, so a system in this app here that builds the quests for you. Like not the primary quests, but like all the side quests where you like, oh, go save X and X or beat up the mugger and stuff like that. That's all done in Houdini. And then it's brought, that information is then brought into, I think it was Unreal that they did it in. It's brought into Unreal or Unity or whatever engine they used, and rigged up from there. It's really interesting how they did it, but it's like I can definitely see how things might feel repetitive because the entire thing is very samey. See, the games that I've been playing lately are Tales of whatever the fuck this is. Berseria. Um, Hearthstone, but I only play duos with one of my buddies. And uh, we're playing Valheim, but I haven't really been playing too much because I only really enjoy Valheim modded. In a mission, I chased a villain for like 5 minutes. At the end, no fight, just police came and took him. Like, what the fuck? That sounds interesting. I was supposed to own that game because it came with my graphics card, but I didn't activate it in time and I lost it. Very disappointed. My disappointment is immeasurable on that one. And now I just can't justify the price. It's way too much. Yeah, it's like it's 40% off right now. Yeah, but 40% off, it's still it's yeah. I'm looking for like a 90% sale. Insomniac makes some good games though. Oh wait, they were partially behind Helldivers? I didn't know that. Although I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. I like Spider-Man Miles Morales combat. Nice. Uh, you should try and replicate it. Actually, that's difficult because it's very animation based. By the way, what type of game do you want to make? Since you were asking me about Unreal earlier, like getting into it. All right, let's see what this looks like. I forgot to go past the normals here. There we go. Oh God. Ugh. Oh, it's so ugly. Is it this one? Yeah, it was. Okay, we can move this back. There we go. Much better. Look at that amazingness. It's hard to say that with a straight face. It's not great, but it's better than bad. This system that I'm using is like really dynamic and fucking amazing. Hmm. That's the type of game that you like, or that's the I'm assuming that's the type of game that you like, right? Ugh. That actually might be perfect. Might be terrible, but it might also be perfect. We're about to find out. Yeah, no, it's definitely going to need a rework. Combat equals God of War. combat equals God of War dash 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 script equals RTD2 RDT. I don't think I entirely follow. So we're going to bring this one forward and this one in as well. Let's go like this so we can get the better movement. There we go. And then we'll hit A. And then we're going to come over to this one and we're going to hit A. We're going to bring this here like that. And then we're going to hit that. And we're going to have forgotten to hit A on this. There we go. What training Kratos did to make him that much perfect? Lots and lots of time spent in the gym. You want that body, lots of time in the gym. This is a problem here that needs to be worked out. But do we even care about solving that one there? Like this one here, these two. Let's find out. Do we even have buildings? Oh, we have a building. Okay. So we do actually need to solve that one. Fuck. If you want the body of Kratos, right? Body of Kratos is a bodybuilder's body. More so than anything. Kratos' body, though, is not particularly healthy, if I remember correctly. Like he doesn't have the body of a healthy human in the later games. I think in the first couple of games he's pretty okay, but like in the later games he's a bit too big. Right? Yeah, to be like this big at this size. Maybe. But I like his younger form a bit better. I don't know. This is a more attainable because of how thick he is, right? It's really hard to get that muscular and that thick. My stepdad was built like Kratos, though. Oh, I think he had more muscle mass than Kratos does. His beard and mustache. Ah. he does have a nice beard, especially in the later games. Okay, let's build this part now. If in Avengers Endgame Iron Man killed past Thanos, then how he did he kill past Thanos? I would say trying to figure out anything to do with when it comes to that kind of stuff is kind of a fool's errand. timelines are tricky when it comes to these that kind of movie because they kind of just jump all over the place. So I wouldn't put too much faith in it is really what it comes down to. Now I got to figure out which one's this. Well, this is fairly maybe this one. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Now only Deadpool can, yeah, to do. Now only Deadpool can revive Marvel. Let's hope. I wonder if the new Deadpool is filmed in Vancouver again. There it is. There we go. There is a very good reason. Because when I first started using Houdini, Blender couldn't do what Houdini does. And Blender is the most challenging 3D application I've ever attempted to use in my entire life. That's like actually straight up the reason. I cannot use Blender to save my life. Blender is a fantastic tool and should always be your starting point unless you plan on working in industry. Now, when I say in industry, I mean like if you plan on going to work for a AA, AAA, a AA or AAA company in game development and doing modeling or simulations or anything like that, I would say Blender is not as useful, right? Your movement feels like you are standing. I am standing. Yay. um So Blender's not super useful if you're working in industry. Just because like for the vast majority of it, the industry doesn't use Blender. They use Maya, 3D Max, Houdini, and ZBrush and stuff like that, right? So film and game dev, if you're working in big studios, you're going to be using like Maya and 3D Max and Houdini and stuff like that, and ZBrush and whatnot. But if you're working for like an indie company or like an indie game studio, or if you desire to work for yourself or in an indie game studio, then Blender is a great choice because that's what a lot of them use. But if your desire is to work in professionally for somebody else, Maya is a better application for game. And I'm not 100% sure on which one is for film, but I think it's Maya. If you're doing modeling, if you're doing sculpting, ZBrush is the go-to. And if you're doing procedural generation or simulations or anything like special visual effects, you use Houdini and Nuke, I believe, are the two big ones. But predominantly, like for generating simulations and whatnot, it's a lot of Houdini. So you always stream standing? Not always. I switch up and down. I switch. I started sitting and I moved to standing. You can tell when I'm standing because I move a lot more because I don't stand still. So when I'm talking, I'll sway back and forth a lot more. And when I'm not swaying back and forth like this, it's probably because I'm sitting. It depends on what you supped on. It depends on how deep you mean for like no, right? Like, is it something that if you gave me the programming language, I could go out and build something with? Or are we talking about just a language that I'm fluent enough that I could pick up a project and work in? Like, or just like a language that I know the fundamentals to, like enough to read it and kind of write it. So professionally, I have been paid to program in a couple different languages. So I've been paid to program in C++, although I wouldn't even count that as like a language I really know. It's a language that I understand. C++ is not something that I really know. There's a lot about C++ that I don't know that would be like, this is the minimum for what we would consider the language. And like, this is the minimum that I would consider I know the language, and this is kind of where I'm at. I know enough to get by. I've been paid to, so C and C++, C, C++, and ASM or assembly is why you choose Blueprints over C++. I didn't. My project is predominantly C++. There's more C++ in this in Truck-kun, this game, than there is Blueprints. There's very little Blueprints. I'll prototype some things in Blueprints, but they will ultimately mostly get rewritten into C++. The second anything complex needs to be done, it's C++. Like most of the UIs even have deep C++ hooks because I don't like doing certain things in Blueprints. It gets too messy, too complicated, too hard to maintain. But C, C++, ASM, yeah, no worries. So, sorry, C, C++, and ASM are languages that I've been paid to read and a little bit of write. But I wouldn't consider myself knowledgeable in them. I've had to read Go at work for a couple different companies. JavaScript is something I've been paid to program in. Python is something that I've spent most of my programming career programming in. I've had full-time employment doing Elixir. And then like sprinkle in languages here and there, right? Like I don't know, I've done stuff in other languages, or like had to use something in passing in a different language. Like I think I had to do some Groovy at one of my previous jobs, like when I was working for Hootsuite, because we were doing some deployment stuff, and our Jenkins was all Groovy based, so I had to do some Groovy stuff there. We appreciate your empathy for JavaScript as well. You got rid of my soundbite though, Don. You got rid of my soundbite. Oh, if you're really interested in learning programming, like actually learning programming, Don the developer on YouTube. He does I think he's pretty much Monday through Friday. I keep missing his streams because it's been really busy at work, but I'll usually hang out and chat in his streams, occasionally when I can. But Don the developer, he actually teaches. He's a really cool guy. Let me drop him into chat here. Yeah, he does a lot of live content. Has a lot of VODs and whatnot. He does a kind of boot campy-ish thing. I don't know how to describe it because unfortunately I'm not part of it. Well, I wouldn't be the right pick for it anyways. Bro's thumbnail. Yeah, go drop him a subscribe on YouTube. He also has a Twitch. Though I would say his YouTube is probably the right way to go. Boot camps are rough. Are a rough pick at the moment. Don't go to our coding boot camp. That's fair. I'm not entirely sure where boot camps are in the space. I will yield that knowledge to a more well-informed person, which would be Don. Don is far more well-informed on this stuff than I am. You know, Don's a cool person. Our coding boot camp is a subreddit where people hate on boot camps. You got to pick the path that's right for you, though. It's so true. So for me, the right path was so there's a school in my area called BCIT, and they're a really good school if you want to go do programming. I took a semester and a half of one, like it was what, 6 months of one night a week for an hour course, and in Java, and then I landed my first job, and I've self-taught for the most part. That and Ritalin. Ritalin really helped me. But that's only because I actually have a prescription for Ritalin. Like I have a real prescription for Ritalin. I actually do have ADHD, or is it ADD? I can't remember. Or they're band together or something like that. Anyways, whatever. It helped so much. Okay. I think this is about where we want to be for most of this stuff. Let me just take a look at what this looks like. Oh, I guess we still need to do this one. You like battle royale games? Not really. I've played shooting games. I'm kind of terrible at. I'm not good at video games. I wish I was good at video games. My friends are good at video games. I'm hunting. I'm leveling my hunter for SOD Season 4. Is that coming out? Is that already out? Soon? Uh, oh, that's cool. Morton Core is going to be a 20 man. My hunter is only 27 at the moment. I am not coming back. Everybody's done. Unfortunately. Uh that's no, not done forever. We might come back for Pandaria, but it depends on patches. Because patches Patches has history with Pandaria, and he's not sure if he wants to go back to work, back to back to Pandaria because it was a job for him. We'll leave it at that. But who knows? Maybe. I don't know. It's such a hard decision because I considered going to Kata because I've got access to a raiding guild in Kata, but I just Kata wasn't good for me. My girlfriend at the time was terrible though, so maybe that influenced my Kata and Pandaria. So I didn't play in Kata. I played all of Kata and I hated it. And I played the very beginning of Mop and I just didn't enjoy it. But I think that was heavily tainted by my ex. She was a terrible person. But that's fine. I'm not with her anymore. sometimes developer Sometimes developers try to add a lot of things in games to uh, make games fun, but that thing just ruins the whole game. And instead of getting players, they lose even more. Yeah, it does happen. It's all good. I haven't been together with her since the beginning of Mop. We broke up. So, what was that like? When did Mop start? World of Warcraft Mop. To 2011. So I think by yeah, I think by December 2012, I was broken up with her. So it's been a while. So I am a happier person because I am not with her. Mm, we can tell you still love. We can tell you still love her. Thanks, Don. I upgraded. I left her. I got you guys. All right. I'm going to save this and try and bring this into Unreal. I think we just do this, right? Save to disk. This might be it. We're going to find out. Do 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 do. That's not it. This one. Bo bo ba do boo. I want to see what this is going to look like on in Unreal. So, and this one's already got the stuff mostly there. So this is their map, right? It's like it's this is the test map essentially. It's kind of cool. But what we want to do is we want to bring this in here. There we go. And then I want to go to the Z drive. And then it's under Houdini. Houdini projects. No. Right, it's in downloads? Yeah, this one. No, that's not right either. Where did I save this to? Oh, it's in hip geo. Okay. There it is. That's not too bad. What's with the preview everywhere? Oh, it's probably to let me know that I haven't baked it. So good. Oh yeah, that's an asset that needs to be brought in. Ah, there it is, right there. Okay. Sweet, this will work. And then I can bring this all in. Huh. I might have to change the way that I'm doing the UVs, but whatever, it doesn't matter right now. You guys looking forward to seeing this in the other one? Let's do this. Okay, so what we need to do So we need to take this, but we also need the materials, which are all of these. Okay, so we're going to migrate this. Wait. Would it be migrate? To do, yeah, it is migrate. There's all our materials and to do all of that wonderful jazz. And then we're going to bring that over into the local projects, Unreal, Truck-kun copy, content, and you know what? We'll just drop it right there in the content folder. There we go. Freaking beautiful. Then we just need this. To do. I think we have that. Find source HDA. There it is right there. Sweet. Okay, so now if I close this and we run this, we can see how well this does or does not work. I still have the caster robes from SFK. The tiger red chat brings back memories. Wait, what? I am so confused. Content. Oh, triggered. Sorry, yeah, that makes more sense. Don't mind me. Herp-a-derp. Okay, where are we here? Vehicles. Where's the materials? There's the materials. That's okay. Where's the HDA? Is it just here? What? Oh, that's where I stashed it. Okay, there we go. So we're going to do that. We're going to bring this in. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's not the one that I wanted. This is. Let's see if this works. Oh my god, it does. Okay, I think that there's no actual geo here. I don't think it has any geo. Yeah, I think geo is not a thing that is going on here. We're just gonna do that and save, and then hit play. Yeah, I was right. There's no geo. There's no collisions on anything. Oh, oh, so good. So good. You have set nav mesh. Ugh. Okay, I gotta fix that now. But this is dope and it works, and I'm so happy that it works. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so much better. It's so much better. Okay, so we're not getting any geo. Um, Houdini. What is it? It's BGEO GEO.sc to Unreal Engine with collisions. Uh, the plugin output mesh proxy is not static mesh. Uh, in the plug-in that happened when an HDA only output an invisible. Maybe. This is a tough one. The classic raids are going to be a little bit hardcore, Don.
This is a very quick tip on how to export an FBX from Houdini with custom collisions for Unreal Engine 4. Here we are in Houdini. This geonode includes the render mesh, the other is the collision mesh. In the collision geonode, I've just merged some convex shapes to block out the collision area and try to make sure that there are no intersections. Next, put down a for each primitive connected piece and type convex hull, put that in the loop. And lastly, at the bottom, put down a group node, set it to primitives, and name it exactly like this. After that, move back up, and this is where you need to have the right naming convention. For the render geonode, this will be your render mesh name. But for the collision geonode, put a prefix.
Oh, is it like... Oh, because this should have a... Yeah, here's the geo, right? But this is not bringing that in. Initialize simulation.
UCX underscore your render mesh name underscore a number. The number is useful if you have multiple collision mesh on for both, and for the name, I believe it doesn't really matter. Lastly, to export, go to File, Export, Filmbox, FBX. Under Source Objects, drag the subnet into this field, specify the output file path, and everything here, default is okay, but make sure that it is FBX 2016, and press Export. Now, in Unreal, uncheck Generate Missing Collisions.
Okay, so that's not it. You know, okay, so I did this. Collision geo. Maybe it's because this. Save. All right, let's see if this worked. Nope. I do wonder if this has collisions, though. Oh, it does. So this works, but the other one doesn't. Great. So nice. Love it. 10 out of 10. Okay, so for now, because these are all going to get replaced anyways, what if I do... Okay, I think this should work. There we go. That fixes it, at least temporarily. So at least now I can like drive around here and like we can see... I actually like the size of the roads. The roads aren't too bad. Size-wise, that is. This road needs to be smaller. I think this is probably either a one-way or there's only two. That was fucking great. Progress! Progress has been made! I have to adjust the timings for the shift for 5. Okay, but at least we know now that it just works. For the most part. This is going to be a road here. Oh, this makes me so happy. Whee! Do, 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 do. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. We have roads! They work, god damn it! Oh. The sheer amount of happy I am right now. Oh, I'm done. Okay.
To build these complex roads, it took for me maybe from 1 to 2 hours. So let's build in intersections.
This part does take a while.
Here we are. And after that, let's build roads adjoinings. Here we are.
What was it? It was
Here we are.
okay.
After that, you can insert, you can adjust the radius, search radius, how it will look for adjoinings. Maybe put 45. Let's make larger, maybe 50.
Nope, maybe 60.
Yes.
Nope, 50. Okay.
If you don't have adjoinings, just check the search radius. Also,
Okay, so now we want to come along and add in this one here. This one's a very important one. Oops. This one is a very important one right here. We got to make all of these guys at some point. I probably should have just put these all together because then it doesn't really matter. Anyways, we do a road constructor. Right, I forgot to do something. We do a road constructor. We pop that sucker right there. I see you've been getting viewers on YouTube. That's awesome. Yeah, slowly but surely. I'm hoping to keep some viewership on YouTube, which would be really nice. We're gonna try and do this one here. We'll bring this back. I'm gonna road center. I'm gonna say 1. Actually, no. 0. There is no center. 1. Ah, we do need a center. Interesting. Dash line. Now we want clay. No, we want... Yeah, we want clay. That's not ideal, but that's okay. Because there is no 0, right? Oh, wait. What if I do 0, 0? Right? Yeah, there we go. No, I think I should have at least 1, right? But what we can do here is 0, 0. There we go. Beautiful. It's amazing. And then we could bring this back over here like so. Look at that. Amazing. Center shift. Okay, and then we're going to come back over to here. There's our center shift. Oh, wait. Shift, start, center shift. There we go. Now I want to move that a little bit. So we're going to throw down an edit here. And we are going to come over to here and we're going to do a select and we want to. And then we're going to bring this down like so. And then I'm going to take a quick look at what this looks like. A bit too far. It will eventually fix itself. There we go. And then we actually want to bring it down over here. There we go. See what this looks like now. Yeah, a little bit too much. There we go. Now, after the intersections, we're going to do side generates. What was it? It was generate add joins. Oh, interesting. That kind of sucks because I would like it to join there, but I think the only way it joins there is if I actually add it as a actual thing, which kind of blows, but is to be expected. There we go. That's interesting. Oh, neat. Okay, that's not weird. Okay, okay. We can't do that. That cannot be connected. It creates a through road, which is not what we want at all. There we go. So we do want this, but we're gonna have to bring it over. Like, I think that we just do this. We're gonna delete that, and then we're gonna, yeah, we're just gonna delete that, and then we're gonna come down here like so. I'm gonna see how what this looks like now. There we go. Okay, it's a little bit better. Let's see if it snaps into place. You'd think it would. Mm.
There is ability to generate crosswalks. Let's remove crosswalks for now. And after that you can insert custom asphalt shapes. Let's insert asphalt shapes. Let's.
That's not what we want. I'm not sure why this is not getting picked up, even at 50. Maybe it needs to be closer. Okay, I've put it really nice and close now. Oh, you know what? I think I know exactly what's going on here. Yeah, this one here. Okay. Yeah, I see. I see exactly what's going on. Okay. So what we need to do is, I think what we need to do is bring this in just a tiny bit here. But then we need to take curve length of this will be okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the dotted line here is going to be the one that we care about. There we go. Right there. That's what we cared about. Right there. And then now we can do a solid white line. And now if we come down here, I think it should work. Only one way to find out. Although I might still need to move it back a bit. I wonder if it requires more. Like maybe one more here. Hmm. I don't I don't like how it's like this. Do you ever play WoW to chill out solo, or do you only ever play with your group of friends? I really don't play many online games without my friends. Like completely honestly, I don't know. Like I don't even play Hearthstone anymore without in single player. It's just not that fun. Kind of like a multiplayer only person at this point. I suppose it is what it is. I gotta figure this out because this is annoying the fuck out of me. All right, this is what we're trying to do. But unfortunately, I don't have a good way of doing this. Because it really does not handle the hmm. Yeah, it's just not liking it. And then if I connect this to here, it turns this into a thing that we don't want. Mm. Hmm. Let's see what this looks like. Maybe the answer is just a frickin' smasher in there and hope for the best. Hmm. I think this needs to be brought back a bit more, maybe. And then that would allow this to come in at an angle that works. But I think that we should also just do this here. Just like that. Let's see what this looks like. It's fucking terrible. Okay, so this is one of the first ones here. I think it might be the second one. It is the second one. So if we bring this back just a bit more like this, and we put that back in, and then we come down here to here. That's calculating all the roads. We put this one back in. And now we do this. Let's see. There we go. I think this needs to come out a bit more. I think we want it to come down and to right there. We're going to see if this works. This might be super jank. I have some ideas, and this, just bear with me, this might actually work. Just give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Okay, I is back. Actually, you know what? I think I'm actually just gonna call it here. I'm actually starting to get exhausted. I'm sorry. All right. Well, thank you to everybody who showed up, everybody who chilled, chatted, lurked, everything like that. I will catch you guys maybe tomorrow or Monday because it's Canada Day, and that means it's a holiday. So, anyways, ta ta for now.